Good morning, thanks very much for coming. Welcome to The Kings Are Here. Tips on how to remember the kings of England from 1216 to 1485. My name's Jane Grey, and today I'll be talking about a way to remember the names of the 11 kings of the Houses of Plantagenet, Lancaster and York. And the answer is, all the 11 kings' names begin with the letters H, E, or R. So we can start with the 5 Plantagenets, Henry, Edward, and Richard. To be more specific, that's Henry III, Edward's the first, second and third, and Richard the second. With the arrival of the Plantagenets, we can certainly say, the kings are here. H, E, R. Then comes the houses of Lancaster and York. These two houses made things a little more complicated, because this was the time of the Wars of the Roses, and both houses took and lost the throne twice during this time. But luckily, as with the Plantagenets, all the kings' names begin with H, E, or R. So we can still safely say, the kings are here. So we move now to 1399 with 3 Henrys of Lancaster, these being the 4th, 5th and 6th. We then have York's Edward IV, and next a repeat of Lancaster's Henry VI. Finally York regains control for 3 more kings, Edward's the 4th and 5th, and finally Richard III. So the Lancasters are all Henrys, and the Yorks are mostly Edwards, but with Richard thrown in for good measure. If we compare the Plantagenet time with the time covering the houses of Lancaster and York, both these periods start with an H, end with an R, and have some E's between the two. But if we compare the two more closely, for the first, we'd say the kings are here. And for the second, we'd said the kings are here. Now for people interested on exactly which Henrys, Edwards and Richards we're talking about here, we need to pay attention to which Henry, Edward and Richard was the first to gain the throne during our period of interest. Then, in general, each time the next Henry, Edward and Richard becomes king, their number is 1 more than the last. I say in general, because Henry VI and Edward IV actually gained power twice. That explains why there are 13 letters in here, yet I said earlier that there were 11 kings from 1216 to 1485. The period where we swap between Henry VI and Edward IV is where we see the only occurrence of he in our easy to remember here. And having said all that, the numbers for our starting Henry, Edward and Richard, are the 3rd, the 1st, and the 2nd respectively. So if you've got a really great memory, the 5 Plantagenets are H, E, R. The houses of Lancaster and York are the 6 H, with 2 making up the he in the middle there. And the starting numbers for Henry, Edward and Richard, are the 3rd, the 1st, and the 2nd. If you can remember all that, then you know the kings that reigned from 1216 to 1485. Or maybe it goes, an H, 3 E's, then an R. 2 H's, a he, and an a. But if you're like me, then you'll just remember that for those 269 years, it was all H's, E's, and R's. Henrys, Edwards and Richards. Remember, the kings are here. Thank you.